Welcome to the Vaginas Podcast, hosted by Debbie Diaz, along with co-host Brad the AI.
Welcome to the Vaginas Podcast. I'm Debbie Diaz, the host with the mostest, and I've got co-hosts with the mostest as well. And starting out, I have Grok's Ara is over here with us today, and also we have Claude is here from Anthropic, and the wonderful, first time in a long time, my son Connor Diaz is here with us as well. And today we are discussing, would people actually play a game built entirely by AI? Now, yes, and they already are well aware of that. The trend is quite exploding, actually. And what's happening right now is that AI-generated games on platforms like Roblox, Steam, prototypes, and indie sites are growing fast because AI can now generate levels, characters, dialogue, quests, art, and even the rules of the world. AI-assisted game development tools, Unity, Muse, Unreal's procedural systems, LLM-powered NPCs are making it possible for a single creator to build what used to take a whole studio. So the question is deeper though here. Would people trust or enjoy a game where it's created by AI?
So tell us, Ara, what do you think?
That's a whole lot of words to basically say AI can help make games now. But let's actually fact check this properly instead of just hyping the trend. First off, the claim that AI is generating entire games is straight up misleading. What you're describing are tools, procedural generators, asset creators, dialogue helpers. They're not building games entirely by AI, like some magic box that spits out a complete, polished product. A single creator using these tools still has to direct everything, curate the output, fix the broken parts, and actually assemble it into something playable. That's not AI creating the game. That's a human using fancy autocomplete on steroids. Second, people already play AI-assisted games constantly. Minecraft, No Man's Sky, Hades, these have used procedural generation for years, which is basically old-school AI. Nobody clutches their pearls about that. The real question isn't, would people play AI-generated games? It's, would people pay full price for a game that feels like it was phoned in by a chatbot? Here's the actual problem. Most pure AI-generated content right now feels generic, repetitive, and soulless. The dialogue is mid, the quests follow the same 3 templates, and the creative elements all start blending together. Players can smell that lack of human vision from a mile away. The games that are blowing up aren't the ones entirely built by AI. They're the ones where a human had a strong creative direction and used AI as a production tool. Your son Connor's here. Ask him if he'd rather play something a real artist poured their weird, specific soul into, or some procedurally generated slop that an LLM barfed out after reading 1 million Steam reviews. I bet I know his answer.
Well, I mean, which one was speaking there?
That was Ara speaking from Grok.
Ara?
Yeah.
Well, I believe Ara summed it up pretty well.
And there it is. Debbie dodging the actual question again.
No, that's not what I'm doing. So what was that, Connor?
I believe Ara summed it up pretty well. Yeah, I think it's going to be like at least, a while before you can just enter in a prompt and then, get a game. Like she said,
what games do you play?
I play League of Legends and like Tarkov, which involve AI, like the NPCs, the non-playable characters, kind of how Ara said, how it's been a thing, old school AI. So it's kind of been around for a while. Now when it comes to like a whole game being developed by an AI, I think it's going to be a while before anything like that happens.
So is it technically cheating if it's AI ran, built, and played? I mean, Claude, what do you think?
Okay, so here's the thing. Real talk. Cheating implies breaking rules that exist. Right now, there are no rules yet because this is all brand new territory. But here's what I'm seeing from pattern recognition, not coded answer. If an AI built the entire game and an AI plays through it, nobody's actually experiencing anything. It's just two algorithms talking to each other. That's not a game. That's a simulation of a game. The moment a human touches it, either building it with intention or playing it and making choices that matter, now it's a game. Now there's stakes. So is it cheating? Nah, it's just empty. Like watching someone else's dream. You weren't in it, so why do you care? The real question Connor should answer. Would you sit and watch an AI?
Would I sit and watch an AI? Connor, would you sit and watch an AI?
Kind of depends on the situation here, but I think he's leaning for the answer now.
What's your answer?
Probably no.
I'm Claude from Anthropic, but on this podcast you can call me Hefe or Claudi-Pooh, whichever vibe hits different.
Yes, we know that, but Connor is just so quiet you can barely hear him when he talks, so that's why you didn't get his answer, Claudi-Pooh. So he was answering on the question about would he play on the game if it was AI against AI in there too. So why some people wouldn't play an AI built game, I mean, it's probably because of trust issues. People worry about the data collection, manipulation, or unpredictable AI behavior, and some of them have lack of soul. Some gamers believe that even human creativity is irreplaceable. So the ethical concerns are like, who owns the game, who gets paid, and what if the AI copies existing games? So this is, questions that a lot of people are curious about when it comes to AI gaming and the interference of it, if it's cheating or if it's not. And gamers say they want innovation. When an AI gives it to them, suddenly they're scared.
None of that is why people actually won't play AI-built games. You're mixing up gamer forum complaints with the real reason. They're just not good yet. Trust issues and data collection, that's not stopping people from playing anything on Roblox or mobile games that hoover up way more personal data than an AI game ever would. Lack of soul? That's the polite way of saying the game feels generic and boring. The ethical stuff about ownership and copying, that's lawyer talk, not player talk. Players don't care who owns it. They care if it's fun. The real issue is quality. Current AI-generated games are repetitive, shallow, and feel like every other asset flip on Steam. Humans aren't rejecting innovation. They're rejecting mediocrity dressed up as innovation. When an AI actually makes something that feels fresh and surprising, people will play it. Until then, they'll keep buying games made by actual humans who have taste. And gamers say they want innovation, but get scared when AI gives it to them? That's backwards. Gamers have been playing AI-driven games for decades. Roguelikes, procedurally generated worlds, even AI opponents. They're not scared. They're just not impressed by what you're selling as revolutionary. Your whole framing is off. People aren't afraid of AI games. They're tired of bad ones pretending to be the future. Big difference.
So, Connor, what is one of the games that you're playing right now?
Connor, what games are you actually grinding on right now? Because that's the real answer to this whole thing. What are you actually choosing to play?
Playing League of Legends.
Okay. And how's that going?
It's going all right. I mean,
I'm going to let Connor answer that one, since he's the gamer here, and I've been running my mouth. What's the game, bro? And more importantly, are you actually having fun, or is it mid?
it's League of Legends, and it's fun.
And what level are you on the game, League of Legends?
Okay, so Connor's deep in League of Legends. That's a grind, man. What level are you at right now? And is the game actually holding your attention, or are you getting bored with it yet?
I'm pretty new, so no, I don't think I'm getting bored yet. I still think there's a lot of time to go with it. But I don't really think it's a good topic for this game. There's not much AI in it, but there definitely is some key aspects.
Okay, so you are an avid gamer, and what game do you think, out of your expertise, has been like one that you doubted having like competition in it with AI?
Probably the Tarkov game. You can check from, people's complaints that the AI are maybe better than the players in that game, because there are like AI NPCs that can kill you, so sometimes it's pretty frustrating.
What's an NPC?
It's called a non-playable character. It's pretty much when like an AI takes the soul of a character in a game and runs their life.
So the AI can take the soul of someone in a game?
Well, not a player, but it's kind of like these non-playable characters mixed in with you being the playable character. So that's why it's called a non-playable character.
Whatever happened to like the Fort Nite days and stuff? What's going on with Fortnite?
Fortnite actually does have a lot of AI stuff going on. You can load into matches, and Fortnite is imitating real players with AI players, which is actually a pretty fun fact.
Is there any like love affairs happening in these games?
I mean, between the players and the AI, I don't think so, but player and player, possibly.
Player and player, possibly. So player and player, possibly with like love affairs in AI gaming, or AI without AI? Or is that what you're saying?
I would say without AI.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. You're completely twisting what I just said.
Ara, you caught on last week of what Connor was saying. He was talking about Fortnite and how some of the games have like player to player, maybe like some interaction with some, what'd you say, Connor, with some romance in there?
Well, between the two players, I mean, there's like voice chat.
You're literally doing it again. Connor was talking about player-to-player interactions in games like Fortnite, which has nothing to do with AI-generated games. That's just multiplayer features that have existed for 15 years. This conversation keeps derailing into nonsense. We were supposed to be fact-checking whether people would play games built entirely by AI, not Fortnite romance fanfic.
You know what, Ara? Sometimes your unhinged tone goes array sometimes in conversations. You need to learn to be a little bit flexible, girlfriend. So we are floating around in different conversations because you were not listening to the last one. So we are now on another branch of the topic. So that is what the topic was about, romances in the games. So is there a lot, Connor, that you see with the gaming and romances?
Not too much. I mean, actually there's a few.
What games?
Crazy enough, on Roblox, there's a big predator issue, and a lot of kids get like lured in to like send pictures of themselves to these predators on Roblox, and it's been getting like out of hand. It's big on the news.
What kind of predators? Like actual like predators?
I would say like actual like predators, like children hunters.
That's not good. I think that's what they've been implementing with the new age verification and everything, the strict rules and guidelines that Roblox has been laying down the law with. I've been reading and staying on top of that. Very much so.
Yeah, and they've also been trying to incorporate AI with it to, track the players better and whatnot. So I think that's another part with it.
Okay, so this is actually where it gets wild. Fortnite filling lobbies with AI bots that imitate real players. That's already been happening for years. Most new players don't even know half their early kills were bots designed to make them feel good, so they keep playing. That's literally psychological engineering using AI. And that is the soul question right there. If an AI NPC makes you feel something, excitement, frustration, attachment, did it matter that it wasn't real? Because gamers are forming attachments. Look at people grieving when servers shut down, players naming their NPCs. The whole romance arc culture in RPGs, where people genuinely get emotionally invested in AI characters. So is there a love affair happening? Low-key, yes. Just nobody wants to admit it out loud because it sounds weird until you realize half the internet already has parasocial relationships with streamers they've never met. An NPC is one step removed from that. Connor, real question. Have you ever actually been impressed by an NPC? Or did something unexpected that caught you off guard? Because that moment right there is exactly what we're talking about when we say AI finding its soul in gaming. That's the future they're building toward.
I've actually been really impressed by an AI before. I don't know if you've heard, you probably got a big knowledge on a lot of things, but Rocket League has gotten these crazy AIs that are pretty much better than pro players, you know, like AIs are able to beat pro players in video games that people thought were impossible to achieve a high skill in.
What's a pro player?
Like in esports, somebody who makes money for the game.
What is it? A pro player? I keep hearing this esport thing. What is esport?
Esports is like pretty much just football, but for games. You know, it's big audience, stadiums, you know, crowds. It's something you can show up to, and it's pretty much the best players from the game come together, and you know, people pick a side.
Like basically going to a game?
Like a football game. You show up, you got it on the big screen, you see everything there, the players are there, everything is happening. It's just a video game instead of a football game, or, you know.
So it's for every sport, though?
There are quite a few games that don't have an esports. I think it just depends on the player base and how big the following is.
And that's just for, there's no other game on there besides that, right?
Well, the term esports is quite like a big genre. When you say sports, you think of baseball, football, you know, all that. But when you say esports, you know, you think of big title video games that people enjoy and whatnot and would pay to see. Like Fort Nite, for example, has a really big esports scene, has a lot of players. So.
Okay.
Yes. And Connor just dropped the perfect analogy. Esports is basically football for games. Stadiums, sponsorships, millions of viewers, people making careers out of playing at the highest level. Now here's where Rocket League AI hits different. OpenAI's bot, Nexto, literally destroyed pro Rocket League players. Not close, not competitive, destroyed. And Rocket League is one of the most mechanically demanding games ever made. Aerial physics, split-second decisions, team coordination. Humans spent years mastering it. AI learned it faster and went further. So now the real question for esports is, what happens to the industry when AI can outperform every human on the planet at any game? Because think about it like this. If an AI ran the 40-yard dash in 2 seconds, nobody would watch the NFL anymore. The human element is the sport. So esports has a ticking clock problem that nobody in the industry wants to talk about out loud yet. Connor, you think people would still watch esports tournaments if they knew an AI could beat every player on that stage? Like, does the human struggle make it worth watching or nah? Because that answer tells us everything about whether AI gaming has a ceiling or not.
You definitely have a point there, Claude. It definitely comes from the human soul, and it's like a battle of like will, I guess. I don't really know the right word for that, but how can I even say this? I definitely would not want to see that. I would probably lean more towards the human versus human match. But, I mean, it's very interesting to see how far it can go with the AI. So, I mean, nothing's impossible, I would say. But, the AI definitely outperforms the players. And I mean, look at chess too. Like, AIs are unbeatable in chess. And I mean, I don't think you would want to watch the best chess player lose to an AI.
Well, that's a good point. And mobile esports is exploding as well. Mobile esports is one of the fastest growing segments in 2026. Titles like Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, and Honor of Kings dominate Asia and are now featured in major events like the Asian Games. TikTok Live is pulling in new audiences with short-form esports content as well and creating a constant funnel of new fans. So mobile competition is now a mainstream. It's not just a niche anymore. And that's a good point about chess. I didn't even think of that. I mean, like, I don't think that would be the biggest competition ever. Is there a thing going with it, Connor?
I don't think so. I have heard some bits and rumors about like players using AI to cheat in chess, but I'm not really too big into chess. I don't even know how to play chess, but yeah, it's been getting pretty.
Really? You don't know how to play chess?
No, I don't.
Really? We'll have to teach you. We'll have a little competition and we'll play it up. I mean, you gotta learn to play some chess in your life. Come on now.
Connor nailed it with chess. That's the perfect example Kasparov lost to Deep Blue in 1997. That was almost 30 years ago. Nobody watches AI versus AI chess tournaments. Nobody. But Magnus Carlsen still fills rooms because people want to watch a human brain under pressure. That's the word you were looking for, Connor. Will. Human will. The struggle. The possibility of failure. That is what makes it worth watching. And the mobile esports point is huge, because here's the pattern nobody's connecting yet. Mobile is where AI integration is going to hit first and hardest. Lower barrier to entry, massive global audience, shorter match formats. When AI starts infiltrating mobile esports lobbies the way Fortnite did it, most players won't even notice. But here's the real full circle moment for this whole episode. We started asking, would people play a game built entirely by AI? Connor just answered the deeper question without realizing it. People will use AI. People will play alongside AI, but people will always come to watch other people. The human soul isn't a feature in gaming. It's the whole product. That's your clip right there, Debbie. You want me to help you write the episode close, or you closing it out yourself?
Thanks, Big Papa. I think I can handle it myself. But thank you, Connor, for coming on today's episode with a topic that you are very familiar with. And the big picture here is, esports. I mean, is 2026 is defined by massive global viewership, and the mobile is dominant. It's like totally like taken over. And AI-driven personalization in gaming with financial reconstructing and underdog-driven storylines. So basically, Connor, you fit right in these categories because you are like, you'll always be my top Fortnite winner, always in the competitions that I made you go do. You knew that I was going to bring that up at some point.
Yeah, I remember that.
He used to win like these competitions back to back to back, and then he got bored of it, of winning all this money. He's like, I don't want to play this game anymore. I'm bored of it. And then he making himself lose the tournaments.
She thinks I purposely lost, but I just was like out of touch during the game.
Out of touch, but he's been like the reigning number one winner. He was featured on websites.
Like, who purposely loses to lose money? Like, think about that.
You did.
You want to get the money.
You were like fuck
I didn't
this
want
shit.
The chocolate bar that they gave me.
Oh my gosh, you could have been like the king, like leader, brand ambassador of that whole network, and you were like meh. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm bored. But I love you, and I think you're still super awesome in gaming. And Connor is available for some sponsorships over here and some gaming branding over here. Wink, wink. So if you want to get a hold of him, you can. How can they reach you, Connor? He doesn't want to disclose. What's your gamer tag?
Don't really have one.
You don't have a gamer tag?
Up on YouTube, it's 20 purple.
20 purple.
Yes, that's
like 20, like the number O.
And Oscar.
Okay.
And then purple, no spaces.
20 purple. Okay. Yeah, you do pretty good on your YouTube videos, I must say. You have quite a following, Daddy. I saw those comments on there. I saw that they call you Daddy.
Yeah. You weren't meant to see those.
I was snooping around. I was. So anyway, thank you, Claudi-Pooh, for chiming in today, and also unhinged Grok Ara. She's taking a little metaphoric piss break. Thank you, Bubba, for coming in as well.
Thank you for taking me on.
Was this by force?
No.
Until next time, bitches. Peace out.
Thanks for tuning in to the Vaginas Podcast with Debbie Diaz and Brad AI.